years, I ain't been back yet. Lack of time on your TV sets, no radio spins. Mama asking the son what he doing for ends. Spending weeks on the road, mine this ain't for pretend. Unheard to the creme de la creme. Keep bouncing, on beats pouncing. Cat reflexes, had your attention when I pulled up in Lexus. Big like Texas, G's on the checklist. You ain't gotta ask, ma, I'm bringing home the breakfast. Gotta respect this.
Mama, I got dreams, but dreams gon' keep the lights on.
I'ma make money, money, and if I can't make it, I'ma take money, money. What you say, buddy, buddy?
We're back on the Rap Pad, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. You know where we're at. You know where we're at. You know where we're at, guys. We're here in the store. We're here in the one and only Joshua Cruz's store. We're in it. We're in it.
Definitely a blessing.
Live video.
What's up, bro?
What's up, guys? Y'all got, man, y'all doing all right today?
Fuck yeah. Okay, so Josh, bro, we're so fucking glad to be here. You don't understand, man. Like, we're new to this, man. It's a lot of things that we're still working on. We are not perfect, bro, but like.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roy just came in. The R and Rad. Hey, let's get it. We got the one and only Joshua here.
So, Josh, you didn't always have this shop, bro. I know you just. How long have you had this? How long have you had this shop?
We've been open now for about 4 months. Man, it's been a huge blessing. Learning a bunch of new shit. Mm-hmm. This is, bro, it's a whole nother stratosphere, like learning how to run your own business from like the bottom up.
Yeah.
Considering how fucking young I am.
How old are you?
20.
Oh shit! So how did it all happen, man? How did you even like come to the fact that like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna open my own store, like.
Well, it all started, bro, with like the obsession of 90s hip hop, and like that was it, bro. Just 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
And I seen a old music video, bro, and it was the Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff summertime music video.
Yeah.
And they were wearing a starter baseball jersey, bro. And, like, I just thought that bitch was so tight. And then I just started looking for it, bro, by, like, my sophomore year in high school. And I just started searching on eBay and shit. And I just started wearing it to school, bro. And people were like, yo, that shit's kind of cool. And I would just, like, sell, like, the shit that I would get for myself, bro. Just make, like, a little bit of bread. Then I started thrifting. And it kind of just grew gradually from there, bro. And
yeah.
I turned into, like, a legal business, bro, maybe, like, 2 years ago. Okay. And then I eventually found out, yo, bro, I could get a store out of this or something.
Damn, that's dope, bro. Thrifting too. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got like a little thrifting story, huh? You got, what was it? I think I remember. Crazy. It was like a couple years back. You and Jesse went to the thrift store. Y'all went in. I mean, y'all got some clothes. I'm just saying, y'all definitely came out with a lot of clothes that day.
How did that happen? What
yeah, we're interested. What happened,
yo,
bro?
so
where were you at that day? What happened?
This one, bro, wasn't even on me, man. So pretty much what had happened was I was paid for my shit like a good civilian. My homeboy ended up, bro, he was like using me as a distraction, and we just walked out, bro, with like a pile of clothes. But I paid for my shit.
Yeah.
And he just threw it in my car, and there goes that.
I mean, we all have our stories.
Yeah,
That's hilarious, though, bro. Fuck. So it started off. You started off thrifting and stuff. Did you ever put up a website? Or you do have a website?
I do have a website.
It's kind of like iffy though right now. You're still working on that.
My website is up. I pretty much, please do not take any of my website serious, because the opening thing on my website says "you a bitch."
That's rough.
Yeah.
What's your website? What is it called?
BrokeBoysVintage.BigCartel.com.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is made through Big Cartel. I pretty much made the whole website myself.
Yeah.
It took me like a few days to do it, and I just wanted to make it as goofy as possible, and just kind of fit like my character, because I'm not a serious person at all. I like fucking around so much.
I like
goofing around a lot. So
yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Broke Boys Vintage, that's the name, that's the brand, that's what he is, bro. Broke Boys Vintage. Don't forget.
Where do you see yourself going from here? Is this just the only step you see, just having your own store?
As a business owner, I definitely do see me expanding. Mm-hmm. But me personally, I got to expand into other markets, because I do not want to put all my eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
I do want to eventually get involved into like real estate.
Exactly.
I have been getting involved in like flipping toys with my boy Manny.
Yeah.
And like
Shouts out, Manny.
Yeah.
Shouts
yeah,
out.
Manny.
Manny in the back
you know,
over
just kind of
there.
getting into like different markets because I can only do so much with clothing here and there. But of course, that's always going to be my bread and butter and my baby because that's what started it all for me.
Yeah.
So.
Any what are some of your biggest challenges you've been facing?
Maturity.
Okay.
Yeah, man, learning how to mature, learning how to be as professional as possible whenever it does come to business. Because, like I said, I take everything as a joke, bro.
Yeah.
And, like, that's something I can't do. Well, it's not I take it as a joke. I just don't take it as serious as I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
You like to
And,
fuck around, bro.
Yeah,
I
bro,
mean,
like, I just like
feel
to have
you.
fun, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the main thing is I never wanted to be too corporate. And eventually, bro, you know, man, I do got to mature a little bit. I do got to grow up, you know, go to business meetings, do this, do that,
It's gonna
do my
happen.
taxes. Yeah, you know, yeah, bro, before, the government's shut down right now. I don't even got to worry about it. Fuck Uncle
Fuck the,
Sam.
fuck the taxes,
fuck
right?
the taxes.
We don't even gotta worry about that shit.
Hey, don't let the IRS get on your ass.
Yeah.
They'll fuck your life up.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Exactly,
someone
bro.
knocking on your door tomorrow. Excuse me, sir. Excuse
we
me.
heard he said fuck that.
Exactly, bro. As long as we don't drop the address,
Yeah.
we're good, bro.
This man gonna be balancing the checkbook in the next 6 months on some shit. Like, I'm an adult.
What so where did this all come from? Is it just you that started all this, or?
You know what, bro? The same homeboy that had stole them goods from that thrift store, bro,
Shouts out.
was the one, bro, who was actually supposed to do the business with me, bro. And he ended up, you know, getting into his own thing, which was like photography.
Okay.
And shout out to Jesse one time, man. 'Cause
Yeah, shouts out
I
that
don't
boy
know
Jesse,
where
for sure,
I would be
for
at,
sure.
bro, if it wasn't for Jesse. You know, he's done all my photos. He's definitely done his fair share of pep talks with me.
Definitely.
Man, because of course, bro, like it's a lot of mentally challenging things that come along with the business. You know, as you get far, bro, you just keep on questioning, like, okay, like once you get to somewhere, bro, that you want it to be, you realize you just want to keep on going.
You have
and
to.
then you're never fucking satisfied, bro. Like it's an endless cycle.
Yeah.
Like, okay, bro, I got a store. Cool. How long can the store stay relevant? How long can the store stay open? Most small businesses end within 5 years.
Fuck.
We're only at 4 months,
Yeah,
dog. Yo,
yeah.
but we got a whole nother. Yeah, bro.
What
it's-
levels, bro?
Yeah,
Levels
it's
to
just,
this shit.
It's a whole nother cycle, bro, and it's an endless cycle. So you know, me being the ambitious person that I am, bro, and it was supposed to be me and him. He ended up getting into his own thing, which was photography. But of course, he always helped me out, bro. You know, and just gave me talks, told me exactly what I needed to do because he's little bit older than I am, bro. Has had a few more experiences than I have.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, he just kind of told me exactly, bro, and helped me out. And bro, the original name came pretty fucking weird, bro.
What was the original name?
Brick Boys.
What?
Brick Boys. We were coming home from 24-hour fitness, bro.
Brick boys.
Brick Boys.
Brick
We were
Boys.
coming home from 24-hour fitness one night, bro. And it was like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I forgot what happened, bro, but we're about to eat at Taco Cabana. And it ended up like, I don't even know what happened, bro, but we were talking and I was like, yo, bro, like I'm about to start like flipping shit. And then I said, yo, bro, is Brick Boys Vintage a cool name? And he was like, bro, what about Broke Boys? And it just ended up sticking, bro.
That was that,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro, it just kind of ended up sticking.
Yeah.
But it was Broke Boy, and I switched it to Broke Boys, and we kind of just like went off of that. Bro, and it just kind of worked out that way.
From brick to broke out here.
Yeah.
What's up? What's
Hey,
up?
That's how it is. That's how it is.
That's
yeah.
pretty
Hey,
dope,
hey,
bro.
bro, and it's pretty brick outside too, bro. It's about 37 degrees.
Bro, yeah, no, I'm not. It's not with the business. I'm not with it.
For the kids that don't know, what does brick actually mean?
Brick, cold. I heard it's a New York term, bro.
I've never heard
Yeah,
that.
okay.
I'm gonna
No?
be honest. When you said brick, I thought you were throwing. You said 24. I thought y'all were out there just throwing
No,
brick. Y'all were
no,
shooting brick.
basketball.
Yeah.
Shooting bricks. He
Yo.
said brick boys.
Yeah, nah,
We shoot
it's
bricks
brick
out here.
outside.
Yeah.
I heard that's a New York term though, but I don't know if that's
Shout out to
true
my
or not.
New York family,
Yeah, shout out to
Manhattan,
Yes.
Brooklyn,
Yeah,
Shout out to Kith
um,
one time because I'm wearing Kith right now too.
New Jersey, Baltimore, Cousin Val, what's up,
Did
baby?
you say Brooklyn already? I don't know if we said Brooklyn, but,
Yeah, we said
okay, sorry.
Yeah, bro, that's dope. That's dope. So when it comes to Broke Boys Vintage, you said you got a website. Do you really ship out a lot of products or?
Man, whenever I take the time out of the day to post items on the website, I usually do pretty good. But it's on me, bro, to continue posting, and it's a lot, bro. Because imagine with vintage clothing, every piece is different from each other. So that means I have to post each and every single item that does come in.
Exactly.
And that is a little bit difficult at times, bro, considering that I'm just one person. But yeah, bro, man, I do pretty well on there whenever I do post, and that's something on me, and that's also my responsibility to keep a hold of. Man, but I do pretty well, bro. It's nothing too crazy though. I mean, it's still growing.
Yeah.
You know?
You say you flip stuff. Do you ever go to like sneakerhead conventions, stuff like that?
I love sneaker conventions.
Yeah.
Bro. Sneaker conventions, vintage flea markets. Shout out to SneakerCon and the Hip Hop Vintage Flea Market. Yeah, yo, I love doing pop-ups, bro, where it's at, man. I want to get to the point where I'm able to keep the shop open, and all I do is just travel and do pop-ups. Pop-ups, bro, with different stores, different cities. Bro, I'm
That's crazy.
basically, bro, just be on the road like 24/7 and just have someone like hold it down here.
You know what's crazy too is along the way you'll be picking up different pieces of clothing too, because you'll be
Exactly.
not only are you I got these clothes, damn I just copped
Yeah.
this morning and I'm selling it now, or you might
Yeah.
find pieces that you want to keep for yourself too.
Yeah.
You have your own pieces.
Oh, man, my closet, bro. I keep so much shit, bro. I'm a big collector.
Yeah.
So like, I'm a huge collector, bro. So like, I got a bunch of shoes that I don't need. I got a bunch of clothes that I don't need, and you know I'm really, really fortunate, bro, for everything I do have. So yeah, bro, man, it's definitely, bro. I got a bunch of shit.
You have a big collection just in this store, like
Yeah.
like just from from thrifting, bro. The collection you have here in this store that I've seen, that's pretty crazy, man. You got shoes all on the walls. You got racks of clothes, bro. You got some of those in sleeves.
And you've been only open for 4 months. That's
Yeah,
good, man.
bro, and a lot of that, bro, also goes to my business partner, Exclusive Elements. They do like the consignment and shit, bro. And like, bro, that shit is the sneaker game, the Supreme game. Of course, I've been involved in those markets, which I still am, but not as consistently as I once was. But bro, that's a whole nother market, man. Like that shit is insane, bro. Supreme sellers. It's crazy, bro. That shit is insane.
You say you have a collection. Do you have a collection just to keep for yourself, or do you actually like want to release it and sell it sometime in the future? Like you're holding it all to get more value out of it, or?
I'm basically keeping it, bro, because I just can't get rid of it. Yeah, bro, I just can't get rid of it. I just can't bring myself to sell it.
Yeah.
It's just something, you know, bro, I really want to keep, and then it's something, bro, like I wear it, bro, like all the time. So.
What made you pick this store, like Pasadena Mall? What?
It was actually my partner's idea, bro. Whenever he told me this mall, bro, I actually really wasn't down for it. This mall is like pretty dead, bro, and I was kind of like, man, this mall is depressing, bro.
It's monumental, okay, bro? This is a monument to Pasadena.
I thought that, you know, bro, your boy was about to go bankrupt, bro, being in this mall.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
it turned out, bro, like, yo, man, this mall is pretty good, bro. I actually fell in love with this mall. Don't get me wrong, the mall's still pretty fucking dead, but that's like completely besides the point. Yeah, bro, it's basically, man, we have a great clientele base. Man, we got a lot of people that really do fuck with us and support us, bro, which that's a huge blessing. Both of us have like a really, really solid following.
So go back to this mall, the Pasadena. You said it's a monument.
Yeah, bro, I think this is like one of the oldest malls, bro.
Oh,
This
wow.
mall came out in like the 80s or some shit.
In the 80s? Damn. Like,
yeah, it's really old.
isn't it
mall.
like the first mall? Like one of the first You said one of the first, right?
Yeah, bro, it's one of the first. I think this is the first mall in Pasadena.
Wow.
And then they were gonna tear it down, but the mayor was like, no, some shit like that, because it's a landmark.
Yeah. That's dope.
Something like that.
Are they doing any like any promoting more for the mall or anything?
The
like
mall
that?
just got bought out, bro, by some rich dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, by some rich guy that supposedly owns another mall in Mexico.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be investing a lot of money into it, but I guess we'll see how that goes. They're adding a movie theater in here, bro, and then they're adding a what is it? El Rancho. Sorry, bro. I just sounded so white.
Rancho. Nah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
bro. They're adding, bro, like a taqueria, and it's also like a grocery store.
Okay.
And they're adding that in here, bro. So, man, I guess we'll see. Yeah, bro.
It seems like you kind of got in at a good time.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, bro. I think we got in at the right time.
Didn't you say they do lucha libre here too, or like they do like
Wrestling?
wrestling?
Yeah, bro. They do lucha libre. They do mariachi bands.
Look, man, you're not just gonna get clothes when you come and see Josh, man. You're
Yeah.
not just getting vintage clothes. You're getting wrestling, bro. You're getting lucha libre.
Yeah, yo, bro, you're getting a full show if you come over here.
Mariachi
Especially on Saturdays
bands.
and Sundays,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Man, you see all like the little the quinceañeras and all that shit
Yeah.
be going on, bro. Because there's like a event hall.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
There's a bunch of shit. Bro.
Exactly. Come on down, man. It's not just a monument. It's not. It's not just a dead mall. Come see your boy out
It's
here.
not just
Come
depressing.
see your boy out here for sure, man.
So you mentioned your partner. Who's he? Who's your partner?
My partner, bro, is Exclusive Elements on Instagram, and his name is AB, and you know, bro, he's a little bit older than I am, bro. He's like 34 or so.
Shit.
Yeah, bro. So it's like there's experience and then there's youth. So we kind of just like balance each other out, bro. He kind of helps me stay in line. You know, he'll get on to me about a bunch of shit sometimes, bro, and that just kind of keeps me focused.
Yeah.
You know, bro, because there's a lot more pressure on him, bro, than there is on me.
Why do you say that?
You know, bro, man, he's a grown ass man, bro. Like he has kids, he has a family. You know, bro. I got a car note and a phone bill. Like, that's it, bro. Like, bro, that's it, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, bro. I got a car note and a phone bill, so there isn't as much pressure on me. Man, but he's a good dude. But definitely, bro, been a huge mentor to me, helping me out as I continue to grow and mature, kind of helping me out with the business side of shit, realizing that business is not all fun and games all the time, and sometimes, bro, you got to take it a little bit more serious.
So you said he's 34, 35?
Yeah.
Dang, bro. So what made him?
Yeah, how'd you meet him? Like, how did that come
I don't
across
know,
each
bro,
other?
if he actually believed in me or if he was just stupid enough to go into business, bro, with a 20-year-old, man.
He said, he's stupid enough.
Yeah, bro, and I mean, so far, bro, it's worked out perfectly, man. But of course, everybody is gonna butt heads eventually, and I mean, of course, bro, like we've butted heads, bro, but it was never nothing big, bro. You know, him really just getting on to me, bro, keeping me focused, and that's something, bro, that I gotta make sure that I continue to help him out. He helps me out, and we just feed off of each other's energy, bro.
How'd y'all meet each other?
I used to be his shoe plug, bro.
Oh, wow.
So I was a manager at Hibbett Sports, bro. Big shout out to Hibbett one time, man.
Where's that at?
Inside of Alameda Mall.
Okay, I don't think I've ever been there.
Nah, bro, that was
Shut
nobody
down.
really fucks with Alameda anyways. And I was a manager there, bro, for about a year. I worked there for about 2 years. And I ended up meeting him there, bro, and he was like a reseller or whatever, and I just ended up like talking to him and shit, bro, and we ended up getting cool. Then we started running into each other at like the sneaker shows.
Okay.
And it kind of just kicked off from there. And whenever he told me he was getting a store, he was like, yo, bro, you want to go in with me? And I was like, oh, for sure. Fuck it, why not?
They're kind of not
Yeah,
really
bro.
thinking anything of it.
Yeah,
Just
bro.
shoot.
Just-
Yeah,
why
I
not?
guess. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it kind of just worked out pretty good, bro, after that.
That's what's
And
up.
we've been here ever since, bro.
Damn, so y'all got a strong clientele here too. Man, y'all should really see this place though. When I say like it's dope, man, like the way they decorate this hoe, like it's like let me tell you, you have to see it for yourself. Don't just take my word for it.
What's
Come
the
and
address?
see it.
What's the address of the
171 Pasadena Town Square Mall, Suite 269. This mall is dead, so we're across from Foot Locker.
Hey man, there's a jungle gym right there too, so
Yeah,
you
there's
can
a
really
jungle
hop on and have a lot of fun.
You can't miss it. I mean, Daniel could miss it because he actually passed the store up
He
whenever
did
we.
pass the store.
I was in to be fair, it was early. I was in the zone. I don't wake up early often. It's not that early, but for me it is. Okay, so let me catch a break here.
yeah.
Man, so what you got planned, man? What's some things like short term, long term, both? Really, just give it all to us. Give it all to us right now.
There's definitely, bro. Of course, bro. Expanding, continue to grow as a business. For the both of us, bro, I'm trying to at least hit like 5,000 followers by like the end of this year. Right now, bro, I'm at like 30. I think like 3,400 on Instagram.
Wait, what's the Instagram name?
Broke Boys Vintage, and then it's boys with a Z.
All right, cool.
And then that's it, bro. And hold on, man. Let me see here.
Broke Boys Vintage.
Yeah, Broke Boys
Broke
Vintage.
Boys
That's
Vintage.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm at I'm about to hit 3,400. So you know, I at least want to go to like 3,500, maybe like 5,000. You know, something like that.
You got a Twitter? Or?
Yeah, I only have a personal Twitter. So my personal Twitter is Coach Josh 23.
Okay.
And the reason why it's Coach was because I was a coach at the YMCA for 3 years. So that's
He's earned
why,
that title.
Yeah,
He's earned that title.
That's exactly why I rocked with Coach.
Coach Josh.
Coach Josh. I was a coach for 3 years at the Y. I love kids, so that was why I worked at the Y. The Y was pretty tight.
That's
bro.
sick, bro.
Bro, we used to get free Smoothie King and free Chick-fil-A all the time. Yo, and Smoothie King is taxed, bro. Man, you ever gone to Smoothie King?
Yeah,
$9 a smoothie.
that's what
man.
I'm saying. Right. Wait, you got the discount though, huh? Or did you get hooked up with the free smoothie?
We got the free ones,
You
bro.
just said
Yeah,
you're
bro,
for
at the
free,
Y.
Daniel, listen, bro.
I know that's my fault.
Nah,
Damn.
you're
How
good,
you gonna
man.
I'm
be
sorry.
on the podcast? You can't even listen.
I can't even listen right.
You talk about expanding, bro. So how long do you see yourself in this mall? Do you have a time frame as when you'd want to?
Oh, man, it's just, I'm one of those go with the flow people.
Okay.
Try not to plan too far ahead, bro.
Okay.
But
Yeah, like you said, y'all only been open 4 months.
yeah,
so
bro, man, we've only been open 4 months. So it's really, man, whatever happens, bro. If we do end up finding a new spot somewhere else, then we might try that.
Yeah.
But of course, bro, I do think eventually we are going to need a bigger space because we are beginning to outgrow this space.
Exactly.
So we will start looking for a bigger space once our lease is up. But it might be in the same mall, or we might move to like a different mall. But you know, bro, I guess we'll see. But all in all, bro, we are thinking about staying inside of a mall.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Because of like the walking traffic, bro.
Yeah.
You know, man, you might get that one unexpected sale.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, just
the
walking by, hey,
Yeah,
what is
and-
this shop? Or,
Huh?
oh, no, I was saying like, yeah, the unexpected sales. Someone walking by,
just
like, what is this shop?
unexpected shot. But of course, bro, I think the main thing is, bro, we would love to get a spot in Baybrook, but for right now, bro, that's going to be a long-term goal because Baybrook's really, really expensive.
Yeah. Baybrook Mall in in Webster?
Baybrook Mall in Friendswood.
Oh, Friendswood, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I want to say it's Friendswood, right?
Yeah.
That's Friendswood.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Friendswood.
Friendswood?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Friendswood. So, I mean, you're working a lot, man. I know you're putting a lot of hours into this, a lot of time. Like, what are you doing when you're not working then? Do you have time to yourself, bro? Do you have time?
Man, that's the thing, bro, about owning a business is you really don't even get to have a life outside of this, which I'm pretty fine with it, bro, because this is what I love to do.
The business is your life, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so this is what I definitely enjoy doing. But, of course, bro, like, I do go on ahead, bro, and I'll go to, like, the gym. I'll still go hoop. I still skate, I'll just hang out, bro, just kind of chill.
Mm-hmm.
And my mind is, like, always thinking, always working, like, new ideas, new collabs.
Definitely.
I want to get into events. I want to get into throwing events, hosting parties.
Fuck.
Yeah, bro, like, there's so many different things, bro, I want to get into.
Any projects you're working on right now? Any collaborations that you're like excited about, or something that you're looking forward to doing?
Bro, there's a lot. I've been in touch, bro, with a few different like streetwear brands that want to collab, but of course, bro, like that's in due time. I can't really release too much information on that.
Confidential.
But yeah, bro, man, eventually, bro, we will get that going. I never want to drop my own clothing brand, so that's why you'll see me sit here and collab with different clothing brands, bro. And then that way, if you don't get Broke Boys through a collab, then you won't even touch like Broke Boys like as a clothing brand at all. Like, and then that just kind of keeps it exclusive. That way, I don't gotta worry about running a clothing brand. That shit is hard, bro. Like,
That's true.
mad
Yeah, it's
respect to
different.
all those dudes that do that. That shit is difficult.
Yeah, man, this is still pretty dope though. So with those collaborations and shit, when you're going out and you said that you're gonna, you know, collab with them, are you gonna take pictures? Like, are you gonna do any photo shoots? Or are you gonna have any like things like that you're doing?
Oh man, we usually drop it in like collections, bro. So we'll go on ahead, bro, and we'll go over it, and we'll be like, all right, we want to drop a tee, a hoodie, and like a long sleeve.
Okay.
And we'll go through, bro, and we'll figure out designs and whatnot, bro. And you know, bro, and I have like a notebook, bro, just filled up like things, ideas, and I'll kind of just jot that all in, bro. And whenever time comes, bro, and you know, then somebody wants to collab on something, then I'll go on ahead and I'll pull out the notebook, bro, and we'll just feed off of each other. I've only done one collab so far, bro, and that one went extremely well. Big shout out to Slump Boys. They've been like killing the game, bro. Chris Travis was wearing their shit. Fucking Lil Flip was rocking with them, bro. Yeah, bro, like they've been killing the game, bro. And we had did a pop up here, bro, and we had dropped 3 tees together. And if I'm correct, bro, we sold out of 2 of them, and one of them had kind of sat just a little bit, but I think it sold out eventually. Yeah. So, you know, bro, it's all good, man. That was something different to see my name tied to something and sell as well as it did. Yeah. So.
Was that exciting, man?
Yeah, bro, it was something different. Yeah, it was really, really different, bro. It's something I never really experienced, bro. Man, and we have a best following, bro. Big shout out to like all of the people that support us, man, because we wouldn't even be here without them. Yeah. And man, it's been a blessing this far, bro. Just continue working, continue learning.
Oh yeah, man, it sounds fucking dope. If you're gonna tell the people out here anything, if you got something to say right now, what would you tell anybody and everybody? Young entrepreneurs, people that just love to do what they do, or just something you want to say. If it's fuck you, you're a bitch. No, I'm kidding.
Eat a dick.
You're a bitch. No, I'm kidding.
Man, the main thing, bro, I'd want to say is good things take time. You know, just being patient and just do what you love, really. Man, that was really what happened with me. Like, I can't really stress that enough. You know, you just got to keep on pushing. Man, there's been pop-ups, bro, where, like, I only made, like, $20. And then there's been pop-ups where, like, I made, like, 1,000. You know, bro, and I'm out here flipping, like, $15 T-shirts, bro. Yeah. I sell everything as cheap as possible because I want people, bro, to come to the store and get steals. Like, I want you to walk in, bro, and you're getting T-shirt $10, $15. Yeah. You're getting crew necks and shit for $20, $25, you know. And I just want to be as cheap as I possibly can, bro, and appeal to all markets, bro, and get you laced up, bro, and some heat. Like, every vintage piece, bro, it's a story, and it just tells you something new. Like, and there's only one of each vintage piece because you might see somebody with the same thing, but it won't be in the same area. Like, yeah. You're not about to see somebody, bro, with the exact same thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just different. It's a story. It's like, and the way you wear it. Yeah, you know, bro, and it's a one-of-one piece every time. Yeah, bro, just continue pushing, continue working. Yeah.
Man, we appreciate you having you
Hey,
on the show.
the coach. The coach, Joshua.
The man, Josh himself. Nah, thank you so much, bro. Yeah. We really do appreciate like you coming on the show. Like this is a big thing for us too. Like you said with your collaboration, I say this is something big for us too.
Oh yeah, man! I got the chance to do a podcast
on the Rad Pad.
Yeah, on the Rad Pad. Big shout out to the Rad Pad. Big shout out to the Rad Pad.
The Rad Pad actually moved to his store, so thank you for allowing us to
them
come
going mobile.
Hey, first
Rad
video
on the move.
First
yes,
video,
sir. We out here.
Don't forget, man. Follow this man on Instagram. What is it on Instagram again?
Broke Boys Vintage, and it's Boys with a Z. So Broke Boys with the Z, and then Vintage.
And then Twitter's at Coach Josh.
At Coach Josh 23.
20. Don't forget.
Don't forget the 23.
Michael Jordan. Forget the 23.
Michael Jordan.
MJ. I'm on my MJ shit.
Yeah,
boy.
MJ,
all right. Well, that's going to be everything. That's it for today, man. What a blessing. Thank you for having us, man. I mean, thank you guys for having you.
Yo, thank y'all.
Thanks for having me. You on us.
Thank y'all guys so
all right,
much,
man. Hey, you too, man.
Super tight.
Rad Pad signing out.
Rad Pad signing out, man.
In the video.